In a scandal that's taken social media by storm, Baltasar Engonga, the former Director General of the National Agency for Financial Investigation in Equatorial Guinea, finds himself at the center of a shocking controversy. Initially, Engonga made headlines for the leak of over 400 explicit videos, allegedly showing him in compromising situations with multiple women tied to influential government officials. Just as the public's outrage reached its peak, another twist emerged. A new video allegedly featuring Engonga's wife with another man has surfaced, leaving the nation in disbelief. Could it be that both spouses were hiding secrets, living double lives? Initially seen as a victim of her husband's indiscretions, Engonga's wife is now revealed to have her own side of the story, complicating the narrative in unexpected ways. What does this say about power, privilege, and accountability in Equatorial Guinea? Stick with us as we delve into the details and explore the broader implications of this scandal. And before we jump in, be sure to subscribe to the African Web and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our updates on Africa's most significant stories. Baltasar Engonga's scandal erupted when the explicit videos first leaked online, shocking citizens of Equatorial Guinea and spreading quickly across social media. As more videos surfaced, the public grew increasingly outraged, not only by the compromising situations depicted, but by what it suggested about his conduct and misuse of power. Engonga's high-ranking position placed him in a role where moral integrity was crucial. Thus, the public response was swift and severe. Amid the mounting backlash, the government acted by issuing Decree No. 118 of 2024, which formally dismissed Engonga from his post, citing his misconduct. The decree highlighted the government's firm stance on professional ethics, especially for public servants. However, while the public initially viewed the scandal as an isolated case of individual misconduct, it soon became apparent that this story touched on much deeper societal issues. Engonga's involvement with women tied to the nation's elite raised questions about whether this was a personal failing or part of a larger pattern within the country's political class. Were power and privilege being exploited for personal gain? And if so, what did that mean for the trust citizens place in their leaders? Just when it seemed the scandal had reached its peak, another twist emerged that left the nation even more astounded. A video allegedly featuring Engonga's wife with another man. Previously viewed as a victim of her husband's indiscretions, this revelation changed the narrative. In traditional narratives, the wife of a powerful man caught in scandal is often portrayed as the wronged party, the innocent partner enduring humiliation because of her husband's behavior. But in this case, Engonga's wife's involvement has blurred these conventional lines, complicating the public's perception and adding a new layer to the story. This twist has ignited debates about loyalty, personal integrity, and the choices people make, even within the confines of a powerful marriage. Social media has played a significant role in shaping the public's response to this scandal. Within hours of the video's initial leak, the news had spread like wildfire, sparking an online frenzy as users shared their reactions. Memes, satirical posts, and hashtags flooded platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Engonga's name trended as users discussed every new revelation, often with humor and disbelief. While humor has dominated much of the online discourse, it's clear that for many, the scandal isn't merely a source of entertainment. Rather, it has become a means to discuss issues that are typically left unspoken, namely the ethical responsibilities of public servants and the hypocrisy that can exist within elite circles. Engonga's scandal has also highlighted cultural attitudes toward gender and morality, sparking debate about the way men and women are judged differently in cases of infidelity or public misconduct. In many societies, powerful men who engage in affairs or scandals often face ridicule or even mild consequences, but women tend to be judged more harshly for similar behavior. Engonga's wife's alleged involvement has challenged these double standards, leading some to question why society judges men and women differently in these situations. Historically, in Africa and other regions, societal expectations have often placed a higher standard of moral conduct on women, especially when it comes to loyalty in marriage. Engonga's wife's situation has highlighted the lingering presence of these expectations, revealing the gender biases that persist within public discourse. Her involvement has not only complicated the public's view of her husband's scandal, but has also provided a rare opportunity to discuss these cultural norms openly. Is it fair to hold her to a different standard simply because she is a woman? Or should both partners be judged equally for their actions? At the core of this scandal lies a troubling question about the ethical behavior expected of those in power. Engonga held a position of significant influence, and his role at the National Agency for Financial Investigation demanded a high level of moral integrity and commitment to public service. His alleged actions, however, suggest a betrayal of these values, raising concerns about how power and privilege can lead individuals to believe they are exempt from societal rules. The scandal underscores the importance of ethical conduct for public figures, as well as the consequences when those standards are not met. For citizens, this incident has reinforced a growing demand for accountability, as people question whether those in leadership are truly serving their interests or merely abusing their authority for personal gain. In Equatorial Guinea, this may signal a shift in public expectations, as citizens increasingly call for transparency and moral integrity among their leaders. Engonga's scandal has far-reaching implications, not just for him and his family, but for the entire political landscape in Equatorial Guinea. His dismissal sends a strong message from the government, signaling a commitment to holding officials accountable for their actions. However, the incident has also brought to light questions about systemic issues within the country's political elite. If a high-ranking official like Engonga could engage in such behavior, are there others in similar positions of power who might be doing the same? This incident has sparked a renewed conversation about political accountability, as citizens demand more transparency and honesty from their leaders. It has also led to discussions about how similar scandals could be prevented in the future, with some calling for stricter regulations and oversight of those in positions of authority. Engonga's scandal could ultimately lead to a reevaluation of the values and expectations placed on public servants, ushering in a new era of ethical reform in Equatorial Guinea. Engonga's scandal serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked privilege. In many societies, those in power often believe they are above the rules, protected by their status and influence. Engonga's downfall, however, is a reminder that even the most powerful figures are not immune to the consequences of their actions. His story illustrates the fragility of reputation and the potential consequences of personal indiscretions for those in positions of authority. The scandal involving Baltasar Engonga and his wife has captivated the public and ignited a debate on topics ranging from power and privilege to gender biases and ethical conduct. For many in Equatorial Guinea, this incident represents more than just a sensational story. It's a turning point, a moment that has forced people to question the integrity of those in power and to reflect on the values that should guide public service. So, what's your take? Do you think Baltasar Engonga and his wife deserve the scrutiny they're under, or has the public's fascination gone too far? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the African Web for more insightful stories from around the continent. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay informed and stay engaged.